Welcome to another episode of Fresh Off the Set. I'm Kari Diaz.
And I'm Sarah Jenkins.
Sarah,
Welcome.
I love when I get to chat with you because we're going to talk about some really fun topics today.
Absolutely. I know. These are so fun for me. And I feel like it gives people a chance to really get to know us better. And I feel like we learn stuff about each other every single time, too. It's just a lot of fun.
It's so true. And literally, we are fresh off the set. I mean, we go from doing our show downstairs and we don't have a ton of time to chat because the show is, of course, if you've watched, you know it's only half an hour. So it's so much fun to come up here, chat for a little bit of an extended period and go over some fun things.
I love it. I know. I'm excited for all these topics today, and we hope you guys enjoy them too. Should we do it?
Let's start. Okay, so we're going to start with our latest obsession. So do you have something that you're like, you know what, right now I'm really obsessed with this?
I actually do. Okay, so this is not something that's new, and I feel like I'm late to the party. A lot of people already probably know about these, but adhesive nails.
Ooh.
So I've become obsessed with them lately. They're super inexpensive. I pick them up on Walmart, at Walmart after I go to the gym in the morning. I'm on my way to work, and for years I would go to the nail salon, but now as a busy mom of twin toddlers and with work and everything, it has made my get ready time like a fraction of what it was before, right?
This is why your nails look so good.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen,
you.
Here's the secret. The secret is revealed. I'm always jealous. Your nails are always like perfect. Okay, so I have to ask you, how long do they last?
So honestly, okay, I am rough on stuff. Like that's something I know about myself.
You
I
have
think
two little girl twins.
I'm rough on stuff, so I make sure to use a lot of the glue, but honestly, they last maybe 2 or 3 days, but they're like $6 each one. And I think manicures, I was spending like $70 every couple weeks. So I'm like, I'll get like 3 or 4 packs at Walmart, and it's awesome. And I love that you can play with different colors, and you know, we're always dressing up for the show, and it's just like a little way to pamper yourself and not take up like 3 hours of your afternoon if you don't have a lot of time.
You know what?
Save money. So I love it.
That's so true. Because when you're a parent, time just becomes so important to you. And you know, maybe when you're not a parent too, time. You know, as I get older, I'm like, I don't have an hour to go. I wish I did.
I know.
To go every couple weeks to get my nails done sometimes. So it's like, and then if you're going out and your outfit has changed and like the color doesn't match, you can quickly just like pop them on.
Absolutely. I love it. So that is my obsession. What about you? Do you have anything that you're just like crazy about right now?
You know what? Okay. So yes, I am. Last night I was sitting on my couch watching like my nightly whatever show, and I am obsessed with, so Sun Chips has this flavor called chili lime. It's a purple bag.
Okay.
And I ate the whole bag.
No judgment here. That's my favorite. Catching up on a good show, having some snacks. And I love kind of the sweet, salty, spicy, you said.
Yep.
Does it have all those? Oh, man. That I need to go.
Like the older, I don't know, I'm like loving spicy things more. I've always like liked a little bit of kick in my food. But as I get older, I'm also loving like just really spicy stuff. So these, if you get these though, don't expect them to be like, they're not, I would say like level 1 to 10. They're probably like a 5.
Okay.
Like you can still breathe when you eat them. They're not like crazy spicy, but they're just that perfect mix of like the lime and the chili and like the spice and a little bit of sweet. And so the chili lime purple bag, run to your local grocery store.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be getting, the nails and the chips now
There
at
you
Walmart
go.
next time I go.
One stop shop. Oh, and speaking of spicy chips, did you see that they are making a Flaming Hot Cheetos movie about like the guy that started those, that invented those?
Yes, I just heard that, and I didn't know much about it. And we were just talking about this a couple minutes ago, and it sounds like actually an interesting story. But at first I was like, what? Like, how are they going to make a full movie on that, right?
It'd be interesting to watch. But Flaming Hot Cheetos, like they're a deal. Like people love them. So I could see, you know, like people wanting to find out the origin of all this. So.
Yes. I want to know everything there is to know about Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
And speaking of movies, so I found a list, and there's a lot of movies coming out this summer, and I feel like summer is so fun to like those summer blockbuster movies. You go to the theater and watch that's like when they release, I feel like a lot of the big ones.
Yes, yeah. It's become a big part of summer. Like people look forward to the pool, and then I feel like these blockbusters, like you said. You know?
So I found a list, and I made it. It's not as long as you would think. There's 5. Okay. So here's 5 of like the ones I'm most excited about. Tell me what you think, Sarah. Okay.
Awesome.
So first one, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, coming out June 9th.
Okay, I never was super into the Transformers movies. I love Megan Fox. I think she's beautiful. And that is dating me, the OG ones.
But she was in like the first 2.
I think she was in at least the first 2. But I think that'll be a big movie. I know they're still super popular as a franchise.
Yeah.
I might sit that one out, but
Not for you. You know who is in it though? Is
Yeah.
I found this interesting. Pete Davidson.
okay, well then maybe I'll go just to see him. I do like him.
He's going to be in it. Yeah.
That's
so
super random, right?
It's very random. Yeah. Transformers is out June 9th. Okay. So next one it's a movie called Elemental, and this is from Pixar. This looks so cute. It's about this young woman. She's made of fire, and she forms this unlikely friendship with a man made of water, leading them to rethink the way we see the world. So elemental, like the 4 elements of the
Cool.
earth, and Pixar always draws the tears.
They do.
Always.
I
They're
feel
so
like
good.
They find ways to make these really like heavy and deep concepts kind of simplified. And
Yeah.
they're for kids in quotes, but I feel like you said, like they end up drawing so much emotion, and I feel like they can do no wrong. So I'm looking forward to that one.
I am too. I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. Okay, so next one, Indiana Jones.
Yay!
That one's out June 30th. Okay, so Elemental, did I say June 16th? Sorry.
Okay, June 16th.
June 16th.
That's when that drops.
Indiana Jones, June 30th. Harrison Ford is returning.
You know what? He's getting a little long in the tooth. He's such a great actor. He's been
He
doing
is.
this for so long. I'm surprised he's still doing these movies, but the whole franchise was one of my favorites growing up.
Mine too.
I loved
I
it.
really love those movies. I have to admit, I did not see. I don't know if this is is this the 5th? The 6th? I'm not sure. I know the first 3
Yes.
I saw, and then I didn't see anywhere in between that, but I saw the trailer of this one, and it does look really good. And
Awesome.
Harrison Ford is I don't know if he's doing stunts still. I don't know how he does it. Maybe he's AI. Maybe he's a robot. Who knows?
Is he a robot? We have so many questions. Yeah, or just has digitized, I don't know, appendages. Like
Sarah's moving her arms like a
I'm
robot. It's really
I
cute.
have so many questions, but I do love Harrison Ford, and I'm happy that he's still acting.
I am
That's
too. Yeah, I think that'll be a good one. Okay, next one on the list, number 4, Mission Impossible, July 12th. I didn't know they were still making these.
No, it's similar to the Indiana Jones ones in that I feel like they've had so many over the years. I know I'm going to go to this because my husband is obsessed with Tom Cruise, and I'm assuming he's returning for it,
He is,
right?
yep.
For the franchise.
Ving Rhames, Tom Cruise, yep.
Oh my gosh. And he's another one that I'm just like, you are superhuman. He does all his own stunts. And so I know I'll be seeing it, and I'll probably like it. Are you excited about that one?
I would rather, I'm kind of an oddball. I would rather see an action film than a romantic comedy. So give me James Bond, give me Mission Impossible. I'm really excited for this one.
It's right up your alley. Yeah, I think it's sure to be a good one.
That'll be
sure.
fun. Okay, so Mission Impossible, July 12th. Okay, last one. Barbie, July 21st. Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling. I feel like we've been seeing behind the scenes pictures that have leaked. We've been hearing about this one for a long time, and it's finally coming out. Do you think you'll see this one?
I 1,000% will see this one. I was a child of the 90s. I was a huge Barbie girl. I have sisters. We both do, I know. And I just feel like I'm kind of girly. So it's something that I am so excited for. I love Margot Robbie. And it's different, though, than what I thought initially. I really I'm blanking on the director's name right now, but
I'll look it up while you're talking.
is it Greta Gerwig, I want to say? And I really like a lot of the films that she does. So I just think it'll be interesting. And Ryan Gosling, I mean,
You can't go wrong with Ryan
no,
Gosling.
I think it'll be such a good movie. And I think that there's been a lot of hype, like you said. They've really been promoting it for months and months. And so
Greta Gerwig, you're right.
is that her? Okay, yeah. So I thought it might even already be out because we've been hearing about it for so long. There's so much hype, but it's going to be good. Are you excited?
I'm excited. Yeah. I wonder if maybe we should all go. We should
should.
We'll get the whole cast and crew of Fresh Living.
Yes.
Meg, are you
I
down?
was gonna
Meg
say
will come with
Meg.
us.
Yes.
Mackenzie, and then we'll have to talk David into it. I don't know if he'd go, but we'll talk him into
We'll
it.
get David to come too.
Yes. Okay. So those are some fun movies coming out this summer. Okay. Speaking of relationships, Ken and Barbie. I thought about this interesting topic. Can you be friends with your ex? So can you be friends with somebody that you were maybe married to, maybe in a relationship with in your past? Maybe it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Can you be friends with your ex? I know it works for some people, it doesn't work for other people.
Right. No.
What do you think?
I'm waiting. I know there are people that do it, but my immediate answer is no, not for me. I just think that anyone that I've had a significant relationship with in the past, regardless of whether I have been the dumped and the dumpee, and either way, breakups, they're not fun and they're painful. And I don't think it's easy or doable to maintain a friendship after that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, how do you feel about it?
Absolutely not. 100%. I could never, ever, ever be friends with an ex of mine. And so I had one in particular that comes up in my mind with this is I was in my late 20s and I was with this person for 2 years and he broke up with me and I was devastated. I was like so deep in depression about this. I was like, I'm never going to date again. I'm never going to find anybody that will love me like he did, or, that I'll love like him. And the friend group that we had, I was devastated. And I found myself kind of following on social media what he was doing.
Right.
And that is so unhealthy.
It's so unhealthy, but it's so
bad.
easy to do now because most people have social media and you can kind of spy on each other and it's not healthy, but it takes up real estate in your headspace that I think is just not good to fixate on.
Yeah, because you have this curiosity of what are they doing? What are they up to? And of course, this ex of mine was running off and going on trips and boys trips and Vegas and wild things. Right. And I was seeing all of it. And it was so mentally damaging for me.
But he was probably doing the same thing to you though. And to be honest, and being like, oh my gosh, and her life is perfect beyond, you know what I mean? Social media is a highlight reel. And it's so important to remember that because people are putting out the highlights and no one sees the negative for the most part, It's
so true. It's absolutely true. Yeah. I eventually, so I feel like it was maybe 2 months after that, I found my strength somehow and I unfollowed him everywhere, blocked him on everything, and then stopped. I actually also unfollowed friends of his. So I wouldn't see anything. And that was truly the first time I started to heal was when I just completely cut it off.
Yeah.
And interesting enough, a couple months after that, he reached back out to me.
Of course.
And he said, I realized that I made a mistake and I, thought that I wanted to be single and I thought, all this. And I was like, I had healed by then. And I was like, okay, you know, sorry, it's a little too late now. But I would still not be able to be friends. And then I have a couple of relationships where I'm like, no, it's just not possible. But if you have children
it's so
with
much
somebody
harder.
else, that's which I don't, so I don't know how that feels, but that would be a whole nother level because you're involved with them on a consistent basis.
Absolutely. I had an ex, I wasn't married, I'm currently married, never been married before, but I dated someone all through my 20s and it was like a marriage. It was 8 years. And similar to you, when we broke up and it was super painful, I just had to block him on everything. I blocked his family because there was no other way that I was going to heal. And I did, and it took time. But like you said, having children, that just adds a whole other element. And I think that if people are able to be friends with their ex, if you share a child, that's amazing, and that's so healthy. And that's great to be in. There may be a little more zen than I am. Sure. I don't know if I could do it.
Sure. Well, and I think when they're putting the children first and, you have a co-parenting relationship, I have a few friends that do that and it works for them. And I also have friends that are in happy relationships now, but are still friends with their exes.
That's amazing.
And it works. And I'm like, you're amazing that can actually happen because there's no way that would ever work for me. I also think of the element of, okay, so you're in a relationship now, happy relationship, and you want to be friends with your ex, but your current partner is like, that ain't working for me.
Yes, that's a whole other dynamic, and I think that's very common. And you want to respect your current partner, but maybe you feel like, you have no problem being friends with them. So there's so many different layers. It's tough.
There's a lot of different layers. And then social media adds a different layer to it. Like when I was in high school in late 90s, we didn't have Facebook. We didn't have, so when you broke up with somebody, you broke up with somebody and you didn't have to see things. You didn't have to unfollow. And, now in the day and age of social media, you can reconnect with people from high school, and it gets so tricky with. I think they really need to create an app that can unfollow your ex on all the apps.
Yes,
when you end up breaking up.
Carrie, here's an idea. Create this app. I love your idea
because that takes a lot of time. There's a lot of social media sites. You're like unfollow.
No, it's insane. And speaking of exes, I want to do this fun little pop culture would you rather right now. First question that we have here. Would you rather date Pete Davidson or have Nick Cannon as your baby daddy?
Well, I'm like running away.
Speaking of exes from
my gosh.
heck, from hell.
Pete Davidson or have. I guess I'm going to date Pete Davidson because I'm not going to have a baby with Nick Cannon. So that's where that is.
Gosh, he has like, I think 13 now or 12. He's up
Yeah,
there.
he's got a few.
That's hard. I don't even know how you divvy up your time.
What about you?
Okay, so there's a weird, I don't have a type. Like if you were to look at I love my husband, he's my type. But all the people I've dated in the past, there's not like a consistent look or vibe. And so there's something about Pete Davidson that I get. I think it's just funny.
There
guys.
must
Women
be because
love,
all the hot girls love Pete Davidson. So there's something.
And maybe that's what it is where I'm like, okay, if all these people find him attractive, then it like validates.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they're
what
all going to
it
be in the theater to see Transformers this summer.
So it's going to be packed with fans of his.
Yes. Okay, so yours would be Pete Davidson
Pete
too.
Davidson. Yes. Okay. So next question, and again, these are all having to do with pop culture. So would you rather have Taylor Swift songs written about you or have Kanye West as your ex?
Oh my gosh. Because if Taylor Swift is writing songs about you, it's not great.
No, you're like on her naughty list. She's not happy with you.
She's probably writing songs about you because Kanye West is your ex.
Probably. That was clever.
Oh
Very
my
true.
God. I don't know. I guess it'd be flattering if Taylor Swift's writing a song about you. You're kind of a big deal. So like, Taylor, will you write a song about me, please?
I'm with you. I'm a Swiftie, so any song that she writes, I know is going to be good. So I don't care. You can, not be happy with me in your song. It'll still be a good song. So
maybe she can write a song about fresh living of all of us.
Yes,
Come on, Taylor.
We're listening, and you're welcome anytime to come on the podcast. You can do the debut here. We are here for it.
Yes, yes. There you go.
Okay. Would you rather be a contestant on Love Is Blind or The Bachelor? I feel like here at Fresh Living we talk about both these shows a lot, including our executive producer Ken. She's obsessed with The Bachelor and Love Is Blind. They're both
have you
good
seen
shows.
Love Is Blind?
I've only seen part of it, so I've definitely watched more Bachelors in my life, but I've seen both. Have you seen both?
I have not watched Love Is Blind, so I'm not
Okay.
sure how that one
So basically,
exactly works.
they call them pods, just like a real quick version, or the premise is, can you fall in love with someone without seeing them? So they talk through these walls in these little rooms.
Hence the Love Is Blind
Hence
title.
the Love Is Blind. And then at the end, they pair up based on personality. And then they finally do see each other. And then they see if they can still stay together to the altar. So it's kind of like The Bachelor, a whole love premise. But
I would have to be. It would have to be The Bachelor because I have to see who I'm dating. Like
Right?
I have to see who I'm actually going to touch my lips to their lip. Like I need to know what you look like.
Totally. The weird thing with The Bachelor, though, so I didn't think about this because I've been watching it since like high school. It's gone on a very long time. The one thing that I think is weird is like the premise is, say there's obviously the one bachelor and then like 30 women. Everyone has different types. So it's always assumed that The Bachelor, they all find him like the most handsome, amazing guy in the world.
Right, and what if you don't?
That's what I mean. Like you have to kind of fake it to play because I don't think all of the women are like, oh my gosh, that's my ideal man. Because you don't know beforehand, I don't think.
That's an interesting concept. Yeah, because are you going in? Because there's a lot of people that go in just for to get a following. They're not doing it for love. Yeah, they're not there.
Totally, that's become more of a thing. So I think I would do Love Is Blind because I like the idea of it's like an experiment. You see if you can fall in love with someone's personality. And
Okay.
So they're both kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is, I don't even know how to answer this. Would you rather forgive Tom Sandoval, who has been in the news lately? He's from Vanderpump Rules. He cheated on his longtime girlfriend. Or Tristan Thompson, who cheated on Khloe Kardashian. They have multiple children together. Allegedly, man, I don't even know how to start with him. But they're both kind of scoundrels. People aren't happy with either of them.
Yeah, but bye to both of you,
Right?
Tom and Tristan. I can't choose on those because they're both like. I think Tom was the one that cheated on like her best friend or something with her best friend.
Yes.
And then Tristan, I believe, was cheating when Khloe was pregnant.
Yeah, and then they went on to have another child together, and it's a big old mess. So
These men.
I know, man, and both of them are so beautiful. They're exes. Thankfully now, both of them kicked them to the curb. So I would do the same.
Yeah, bye to both.
Bye. Okay, would you rather tarnish your Disney Channel image by low-key hanging out with Scott Disick or grinding on Robin Thicke on national TV.
Oh,
like
this
we
is
saw
fun.
Miley
This is
Cyrus.
fun.
I love this one.
Okay, so I used to have a crush on Robin Thicke. I used to think he was so super attractive.
I can see it. Yeah.
And
He
I
was
think
handsome.
I think Scott Disick is funny. Like I think he's very entertaining. So I don't I think like so time frame, if I was in my 20s, I'm going to be grinding with Robin Thicke on national TV. Absolutely. And then now I'll probably be hanging with Scott Disick.
Because now you're like, okay, you're funny, charming. I think he's actually cute. I've always found him Scott attractive in like a kind of weird way. I don't know. It's the same like Pete Davidson vibes. So I would probably pick that one. I'd hang out with him. Robin Thicke, I love his music still.
Oh my gosh, he's just cute. He's cute.
He is. Okay, would you rather cook with Martha Stewart or party with Snoop Dogg?
Both. Absolutely both.
Right? Can I come to your party?
Let's do that. Can you imagine that party? That would be amazing.
I know. So I want to make music with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift maybe can do like a collab.
There you go.
And then I want Martha to make snacks for us afterwards.
Oh my
when we're
gosh.
hungry. How fun would that be?
Picture perfect day. And then while I'm cooking with Martha Stewart, I want to ask her about her face because she looks amazing. And she claims that she hasn't, I think she's on the cover of I don't know what magazine it is.
Sports
recently.
Illustrated,
Was
right?
it?
I think I just saw that.
Oh my gosh, she looks amazing. And
She
I think
does.
she's claiming that she hasn't had any work done.
Wow.
So Martha,
right, Martha.
let's break it down. Is this true?
Is it olive oil? Like, what's your secret?
Is it olive oil, a little aquaphor, or is there something more to it? I need to know because she looks fantastic.
She really does.
Yes.
I love Martha. Okay. Would you rather have a Beyonce wind machine on you whenever you make a grand entrance?
Oh, I feel like anything after this is going to be tough.
It's kind of like it's a steep drop off after that.
Yeah.
Or be able to exit every restaurant with a glass of wine like Rihanna. I didn't know she did this, but I'm kind of here for it. I
didn't know this either. Oh my gosh, they're both so good. Like the wind machine with Beyonce, that's like the staple of like feeling extra, right?
Your
With
hair
the-
always looks beautiful and flowing, and I
that's
just can
nice.
like see that. Like I feel like that's a Kari vibe.
I think that's what I'm leaning towards is the Beyonce wind machine whenever you make an entrance.
I
How about
love
when I
it.
make an entrance and when I make an exit? Can we change the rules?
Yes. You can do
Bye.
whatever you want. Bye.
When I'm walking out the door after leaving Tom Sandoval and Tristan Thompson. Bye.
Yes. And with the hair flip, everything.
What
We will
about
just-
you? What would you do?
So I kind of like, this is so hard. I like both, but I like the Riri thing just because it's like she just doesn't. I don't want to say she doesn't care, but she's just so fabulous.
Super
and she can do whatever she
confident,
wants.
yeah.
And yes, so we can all use some of that energy.
Definitely. That's fun. That was a fun one.
I know. Okay, so last one. Would you rather be a Kardashian sister or a Hilton sister?
Oh, a Kardashian sister or a Hilton sister. I feel like I fit more in with the Kardashian sisters because they definitely have like curves. And I have to say, whatever you feel about the Kardashians, they did make healthy bodies, like curvy bodies.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I respect that because for a while there it was like skinny, and curves were, we were like hiding our curves, and they did make it very trendy and cool and okay. And I think a lot of women are embracing that now because of the Kardashians. So
Agree.
give me those hips, girl.
I love it. Yeah. So the Kardashians, they're a big family, and I feel like all that like sister energy, I totally vibe with that because I have younger sisters. I didn't watch them for the longest time, and I remember my middle sister Lizzie being like, "You have to," because she claims they remind her of us. I'm like, we live very different lives, but just like the sister bonds they have, and I love it. So I would pick to be them, and I mean, I just feel like both of their lives are fab, but
I mean, you wouldn't,
Kardashians,
couldn't go wrong either way. Like,
I'll take either.
yeah, we'll take either. Well, that was fun.
I
I'm gonna be thinking
know.
about these like for a long time, and I'm gonna need. Excuse me when I exit here. Do I have my fan? Where's my fan?
Your palm fronds will
My
have
palm
the hair
fronds.
flowing.
Yes.
I've got my cup of coffee in a wine glass.
We're living
It's
our
the
best
weekend.
life.
We are, absolutely.
Living our best life.
So
Well,
fun.
Sarah, that was so fun chatting with you. And everyone listening at home, thank you for listening to another episode of Fresh Off the Set. Please rate, review, and subscribe. And we will see you next week. Congrats, you made it to the end. If you want to continue to freshen up your day,
You can watch us on Fresh Living every weekday on CBS Channel 2 in Utah at 1 o'clock. You can also watch us on our YouTube channel, KUTV Fresh Living, and follow us on social media. We will see you next week.